If you're hunting for the Logitech G604 Lightspeed, a wireless gaming mouse with 15 programmable buttons, and thinking it's the perfect weapon for your Battle Royale or MMO sessions, you're in the right place. But here's what surprised me. The G604 isn't just another gaming mouse. It comes packed with a crazy 240-hour battery life on a single AA battery, and dual connectivity modes that promise seamless switching between Bluetooth and ultra-fast Lightspeed wireless with 1 ms response time. However, what I discovered after diving deep might make you think twice before clicking buy. Let's break down the Logitech G604 Lightspeed to see who it's really for, what it does well, and why you might want to hold off if certain concerns bother you. First, who exactly is this mouse made for? Logitech targets the G604 at gamers who crave programmable complexity, specifically Battle Royale junkies, MMO maniacs, and MOBA masters. Those 15 buttons aren't just number padding. They give you serious control over your arsenal, macros, and spells without painful keyboard gymnastics. Plus, its Hero 25K sensor boasts up to 25,600 dpi with zero smoothing, filtering, or acceleration. That means lightning-quick, pixel-perfect tracking, no matter how crazy your moves get. So far, sounds amazing, right? Especially the battery life. Up to 240 hours on 1 AA battery in Lightspeed mode. That's insane stamina compared to mice that drain fast and leave you scrambling for a cable mid-battle. It's like Logan Paul's energy, but without the controversy. You also get dual connectivity, which promises the convenience of Bluetooth and the performance of Lightspeed wireless. Flip back and forth depending on your setup, and the G604 lets you roam untethered. The hyper-fast scroll wheel that switches modes cleverly between ratchet and free spin is also great for browsing menus or scrolling through weapon lists quickly. But here's where the surprise twist kicks in. Despite the premium price tag, yes, you're looking at around $344.99, the G604 Lightspeed's build and ergonomic design feel like they missed the mark for some users. The weight isn't perfectly balanced. It leans a bit chunky, which could fatigue your hand during long gaming marathons. Also, while Logitech's marketing hypes the thumb buttons as strategically placed, some gamers report that 6 buttons beneath your thumb are a double-edged sword. Excellent for quick skills, but tricky to press without accidental misclicks, especially if you have bigger hands. Rehook. Now is all that button real estate worth the potential clumsiness? Stick around, I've got some thoughts that might change your strategy. The deep dive begins with the sensor and tracking performance. Logitech's Hero 25K sensor is genuinely a beast, no doubt about it. With zero smoothing or acceleration, fast flick shots become a dream, making it a sniper's best friend. The DPI scaling is smooth and customizable through the Logitech G Hub software, meaning you can tweak it until it's perfectly sensitive for your playstyle. Plus, the power efficiency means you won't be charging or swapping batteries every other day. One AA cell powering the mouse for up to 240 hours wireless is like the Energizer Bunny's tech-savvy cousin. Dual connectivity adds another layer of flexibility. Want to switch from your gaming rig to a mobile device or laptop without hassle? Bluetooth mode lets you do just that, and switching back to the 1 ms Lightspeed mode ensures zero lag for competitive gaming. That's pretty sweet for someone who giggles at the idea of cable chaos. But here's the kicker. Bluetooth connectivity sometimes introduces minor latency, which might be a deal-breaker in ultra-competitive play. Not a deal-breaker for casual or multitasking use, but serious esports players will want sticking to Lightspeed. The clickable scroll wheel offers 2 modes, ratchet and free spin, and it's not just a fancy feature. The switch lets you breeze through long in-game menus or inventory lists, which is a quality-of-life upgrade for RPG lovers and MMO players. But this mouse, built to be a tactical tool, does have some button layout issues. 6 buttons along the thumb side sound like heaven, but without a perfectly ergonomic placement, you may find yourself accidentally throwing grenades when you wanted to boost shields. Like a bad game glitch, it can get frustrating fast. Rehook, wondering if these downsides outweigh the stellar sensor and insane battery life. Hang tight, we're almost there. Build quality and comfort bring more complexity. Logitech is known for durable peripherals, and the G604 is mostly no exception. It has sturdy plastics and a matte finish that doesn't pick up fingerprints like a magnet. However, compared to other gaming mice in this price range, it feels a bit plasticky and less premium. The weight, while manageable, leans heavier than some competition, and in your palm it may feel less nimble, which can be an issue for games needing lightning fast flicks or where hand fatigue matters. Women or users with smaller hands might find this mouse chunky and less responsive ergonomically. However, if you enjoy a more substantial grip and don't mind the weight, this might actually feel secure and solid. Logitech's contoured shape aims at right-handed users, so lefties are left in the cold here, which is disappointing considering the insane price. Are you a professional gamer or an amateur streamer looking for a wireless gaming mouse that's jam-packed with programmable buttons but still competitive in performance? The Logitech G604 Lightspeed ticks many boxes for that profile. But if you prize ultra-lightweight design, premium build materials, or a perfect thumb button layout, you might want to explore alternatives or at least try it in store before splurging. One fun tidbit I discovered when testing: the G604's 15 programmable buttons actually make you feel like Tony Stark controlling his Iron Man suit. Except instead of flying, you're just frantically clicking to survive the storm circle. It's half the battle, really. Oh, and don't worry, batteries included, but not so many you'll start a AA hoarding cult. Now a quick joke break for our fellow gamers. Why did the gaming mouse break up with the keyboard? Because it was tired of being clicked around. And here's one. What's a mouse's favorite type of music? Click hop, get it. Alright, last one. Why don't mice write books? They're afraid of getting caught in the web. Last joke before the final verdict. Why did the gamer bring a mouse to the party? Because it promised no wired connections. Let's talk software. Logitech's G Hub software is robust and intuitive, letting you program macros, remap buttons, and customize lighting effects. Although the G604 doesn't have RGB lighting, which some may miss in a modern gaming mouse, the software makes those 15 buttons versatile, crazy useful if you take your time learning the layouts and assigning hotkeys. However, longtime Logitech users report occasional software bugs or forced updates, which sometimes cause frustration. It's a love-hate relationship. You want the extra control but not the buggy middleman. Rehook. But is all this software control enough to justify the premium price of the G604? Or is it just a fancy toy with rough edges? Let's wrap this up. The price at roughly $344.99 puts the Logitech G604 Lightspeed in the higher end of gaming mice territory. Competitors might offer lighter mice with similar sensor capabilities or more refined ergonomics at lower prices. However, none quite pack 15 programmable buttons with such a dual connectivity approach, while maintaining wireless freedom and exceptional battery life. So if your gaming style thrives on macros and you love wireless, it's worth considering. Final verdict. The Logitech G604 Lightspeed is not a perfect mouse, far from it, but it's a powerhouse tool for gamers craving button variety, wireless freedom, and insane battery life. It struggles with ergonomic flaws and slightly plasticky build quality that might deter grip lovers or pros seeking absolute comfort. Yet, its Hero 25K sensor and dual wireless modes make it a competitive weapon in your gear arsenal. If you're a battle royale soldier or an MMO wizard who can navigate the button jungle and forgive a little bulkiness, the G604 can elevate your gameplay. Just be aware that it's not for everyone, especially if you have smaller hands or prefer a feather-light mouse that glides like a breeze. Would I recommend it? Yes, but selectively. Check if those 15 buttons fit your playstyle and try the feel if possible before purchase. And if you buy, and prices on Amazon change faster than a fortnight circle, make sure to grab the best deal via the link in the description below. So should you click buy? If programmable buttons, wireless tech, and battery life are your core demands, Logitech G604 Lightspeed is worth the investment. Otherwise, explore other options for better comfort or budget-friendly alternatives. Thanks for sticking with me in this honest review. Hope it saved you some coin and helped clarify your next mouse pick. Don't forget to hit the description for the best current price. And as always, game on.